What's happening? What's happening, people? I know it's been a minute since I posted anything. It's been probably about 2 or 3 weeks. Trying to go through some things, trying to get some stuff situated out, get myself moved, and start a new chapter in my life. So, apologize, for the vacation, if you want to call it that, but it is what it is. Um, I'm doing one of the new Bonita Ventures, Coolvari. This is the blue line. It has a yellow and it has a red. The blue is going to be more natural, very smooth, very balanced cigar. The yellow, it has a little bit of pepper at the beginning, spice at the beginning. It mellows out in the middle, and then at the last part of it, it kicks back up. The red is spice all the way through. Start, middle, end. It's all the way through. Very good, very good. And guess what? You cannot beat the price. You cannot beat this price. Listen, I got this from my man Spot over on. If you're familiar with the Atlanta area, there's a spot up off of 78, Highway 78, called Cigar Emporium. My man Kenny that's Kenny's spot. Listen, $6 for these. $6 for this cigar. And it is well worth it. It is well worth it. So if you like that boldness, that spice to it, $6. If you like that smoothness, $6. If you like that full body all the way through pepper, spice, $6. You got to try it. You got to try it. It's Coolvari, and it's the blue. It's got a little blue ring on it. Goes from there. Let's talk today about preparing ourselves, taking care of ourselves, mentally, physically, and everything else. I'm in the beginning stages of my golden age. Some people don't want to sit back and talk about that. I mean, listen. The gray tells you it all. The gray tells it all. And I've come with open arms. I've realized that things that happen in your life, you got to be held accountable for them, because you allow for whatever it is, you allow for it to happen, or that you chose that situation, whether it changed and you didn't see the change, but you still had an opportunity to make a valid decision whether or not you want to stay, do therapy, but you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. And we're in a weird space right now when it comes down to relationships. You got people that saying that they don't need this and they don't need this, and you got people that sit back and try to make judgments and statements about things, and then if you make the same judgment and statement, then they want to sit back and say, "Oh no, that's not how it goes." No, it is, because I've always been a firm believer, if you can dish it, you should be able to take it. Unfortunately, a lot of people are not able to take what they dish out. You have to be honest with yourself. Look in the mirror. And if you can lie to yourself in the mirror, people out here have no hope. Because if you can lie to yourself, you can damn sure lie to anyone else out here. If you can look in the mirror and be okay with what it is that you're doing and be perfectly fine with what you're doing, There's nothing that nobody can say that's going to change your mind, because you're okay with it yourself. So, okay, we have to be in a space where we got to really start trying to grow. Stop saying it and really applying it. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, it's about me, about growth. I'm working on me." But are you really? Are you really working on you? You know, health-wise, let me say this to you. People come up with a regimen. Don't just go overboard every day. Sometimes you gotta pull back. Sometimes you gotta pull back from the table and take it from somebody who's a big dude. You gotta pull back from the table, and you gotta show some discipline. The one thing that I really curved out especially over the past year and a half, I cut out all sodas. I cut out all my sodas. Stopped doing sodas. I haven't done a soda in about a year and a half. Let me take that back. I had one soda in a year and a half. I do a lot more water, a lot more alkaline water, things of that nature to try to keep my body right. I got to work out now, and I faithfully hit the gym, 2 to 3 times a week. Even when days that I don't feel like it, I'm a little sluggish, I'm a little tired, I still go in there and hit it. I go in there and hit it. And I hit it hard, and that's also something that I have to identify, because I'm not a young chicken anymore, so I can't overdo it, overexert it. You start feeling out little nicks and aches and pains and everything. Yeah, your body's trying to tell you something. You either got to slow it down before you tear something, rupture something, or really put yourself in a bad situation. The one advice I would give to, guys, as you're getting a little older, when you do get back into the gym, don't get in a pissing contest. Go in there and get you a workout plan and a regimen that is working out for you. Don't worry about if what you used to do back in the day. Listen, worry about getting yourself healthy. Don't worry about sitting here bulking up and doing plates. Worry about consistency. Worry about endurance. Worry about reps. A lot of reps. If you're a big guy like me, I'm doing lightweight, lots of reps. I specify on certain areas of my body that I try to attack, and that's what I do. And also I do legs. So, a lot of times people always say, guys who go to the gym, they do just chest and arms and don't work on stomach and the legs, but you got to work on all of it. And sometimes it get to you, and with the legs, it's crazy, because you'll sit back and you will, you're going to go through the cramps. You're going to go through the Charlie horses in the middle of the night, and it hits you. I've caught Charlie horses and cramps in areas that I've never thought that I can catch them in. I've caught Charlie horses in my stomach, or cramps in my stomach. I've caught Charlie horses. The worst place that I've ever caught them is in my foot. It is nothing like it at all. You can't move, you can't stretch it, you can't do anything. You just have to sit back and deal with that pain. So just be mindful. Work yourself out. Make sure you go to your doctor and make sure that they run all your tests so that you don't come out there and hurt yourself and do things like that. Get your checkups. Get your blood work done. Get your thing, get everything checked out. When you start hitting a certain age, you got to do it. You got to do it. You have to do it. It's mandatory that you do it, because if you don't, the other side to it. And we already got this is a vice for me. This is a vice for me. It's a big vice. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely try to make sure I moderate this workout, try to eat right, try to stay away from fast foods. I've cut fast foods out. If I do anything fast food, it's going to be something that is cooked, not something that is, you know, GMO or anything like that. It's going to be something that's home cooked. There's a couple of spots that I go to here in Atlanta. That's great. If you up on the east side, there's a spot up here called Collard Green Cafe. Home cooked meal, greens, turnips, turkey legs, turkey wings, chicken, baked chicken, meatloaf. They got it all. Mac and cheese. They even got desserts, and that's not a good thing, but it is a good thing. Magnolia Room. If you get an opportunity to try Magnolia Room, great. It's gonna be a line, but great food. My man Petty Bone cooks exceptionally well. You know, I enjoy his menu, and the best thing about my man Spot is, if you come up with something, you say, hey man, I want this, I want that, he will go out there and try to make it for you and put it on his menu. And when you come in, he remembers everything how you want it and how you like it. I take my hat off to the cat, man. Listen, he's the hardest working guy I know. You know what I'm saying? He's the hardest working guy I know. You know what I'm saying? So he comes in, he does what he's supposed to do. He maintains, he does, and he will make sure that he feeds you. You're gonna come out of there full. You're gonna come out of there full. And that's the only brother I know. He make light-skinned drinks. And if you don't know what a light-skinned drink is, whatever chaser he's putting in that, it's just a splash. Just a splash. So listen, man, I take my hat off to him and all those, places that I called out, because they do good food. Mentally, get yourself together. Work on self. Everything is not somebody else's fault. Sometimes it's your fault. And sometimes you got to be held accountable to your faults. You got to be held accountable to your actions. You can't be worried about nobody else's actions. You can only be worried about the actions and the things that you do. And if you're doing stuff that you know is wrong, correct it. We can get caught up with a lot of different things. Just stay focused. Stay vigilant. Be honest. And be able to take criticism. Not all criticism is good criticism. Not all good criticism come from a good place. You got some people that will give you criticism based on envy and jealousy. But you got to be able to decipher the difference between someone who truly has your back and someone who's trying to, lead you in a way that's not beneficial for you. Understand that. If you get opportunity, a chance, to try the cigar, please do. Best thing about it is $6. That's something that's very, for us cigar guys, that's a hard one, because you don't usually find really good cigars or decent cigars at that price range. You get what you pay for. But this one here, this is a winner. So if you get an opportunity to try it. Bonita Ventura, Cuivari. It's the blue. They got the blue line, yellow line, and the red line. Great price point. Like I said, my man, where I get mine from is my man spot outside of Atlanta called Cigar Emporium. If you get out to opportunity, look it up, come by, check it out. If you come by and check it out, and the owner's there, tell him, James sent you. And he has an impeccable selection. He carries everything. And I take my hat off to that brother. I done been to a lot of cigar spots, man. He has a lot of faces. If you go in his spot and you cannot find a cigar in there, you're not a cigar smoker. You're not. He got the 60th anniversary. Fuentes, he got the Opus X. He got the Placencias, the green, the black, the red, the white. For all you guys that want. He got all the Cohiba lines. He has all the Liga lines. He got the Liga providers, the number 9s. He got the 52s. He got the anniversaries. He got the OMAC. He has, dude, it's just so many different phases and faces that he got in there. He got the Caldwell, Long Live the Queen. That has become one of my favorites. Long Live the Queen, exceptional. Another one that I like, a lot of people don't know too much about, is the Diamond Crown Maximus. I love that cigar. It has body, it has chocolate, it has boldness to it, but it is smooth. So if you are that type of guy that likes, or the person that likes that boldness, that smoothness to it, stout, try it. Diamond Crown Maximus. And I love the Julius Caesar. That is also a Diamond Crown product. He carries all, 80% of the Cuavari line. That's a great cigar. He got the Opus X Pink. He got the Forbidden City, Lost City. He had the La Auroras, the 107s. He got the Sapphires. He has that whole line. He got some product in there. You got to come by and check him out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it off on this. Let's stay encouraged. Let's stay positive. Life can be stressful as it is. Don't allow for stress to be a part of your DNA or your system. Don't feed it. Starve it. Starve it. Starve stress. Starve people that don't want that don't mean you any good. Get them out of your space. You can still, hey, how you doing? Whatever the situation may be. But once a person show you who they are, believe it. Smoke well, my friends. Enjoy.